I am here vibing with one of Jamaica's greatest musical minds, an accomplished producer and a man who has managed to build one of the biggest conglomerates in Jamaica's musical space. His parents named him Augustus Clarke, but we know him as
GUSSIE CLARKE.
Great man. How you doing, sir?
Taking it a day at a time, as usual.
Yeah, one of the man who take the thing from Yasso to Yasso. We admire and respect that, man.
We
Yeah,
do.
talk about it.
We try.
We try. Yeah, man, and all is well.
Yeah, man, all is well and as good as usual.
A blessed Sunday morning, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Reach them! Always make sure the message I reach them!
Yes, sir, Clark. Talk to us, though. Early life. Place of birth.
Early life. Somewhere in St. Mary called Clonmel. Yeah, but I didn't grow there.
Oh.
I was an adopted child and lived with a foster mother in downtown Kingston.
Iris Robinson.
Iris Robinson. I sound like you do some work. And
so
then,
people slow it down a little, though. So St. Mary.
Yes.
Which part of St. Mary?
Clonmel birth certificate says.
Oh, okay.
But I have no personal knowledge or history. I think I left pretty early.
Okay. Yes, you mentioned that you were adopted. So what happened to mommy and daddy?
Mommy died. My father was not as much as around as I think he could and or should be. So it ended up there, and usually live at somewhere off Hagley Park Road. And I remember pretty early, basically get a little problem. And I remember whether I threw some stone at somebody else or something when you little and go court, and the judge say, if you want to go back home or you want to go somewhere, you can learn something. And I said, where I can learn something. And then I went to, I think, St. Augustine's, St. Augustine School or something. And that was where...
in Manchester?
I don't remember. And I was adopted from there.
Oh,
but
so
it was a good thing.
in an approved school.
Approved school.
Right.
Yes.
And you were adopted.
Adopted. And life began there.
How old were you when you were adopted?
At my age, I am allowed to forget. So I think that would have been pretty early teens. Pretty early teens.
And when you guys came to Kingston, do you have any information as to how young you were at the time?
No, my basic history in terms of memory began from I was adopted.
Okay. You made mention of the approved school. They said St. Augustine, right? Where else you attended school?
Calabar Primary in downtown, and obviously Kingston College thereafter.
Congratulations, man. Number 35.
And there's much more to come. There's much more to come.
Yes, and do you know of any biological siblings?
Yeah, man, I've met quite a few of them, and we connect very well.
Yes, and your adopted mom, is she still around?
No, she died probably about 10, 15 years ago.
my
God rest our soul,
condolences.
Miss Iris Robinson. God rest our soul.
Yeah, man.
Best thing ever happened to me.
Best thing ever happened to you?
Yeah, man.
So, and you say you live somewhere off Hagley Park Road?
Lived off Hagley Park Road prior to going to the approved school.
Oh, okay. And after Miss Iris, now, where did you live after she adopted you?
After 81.5 Church Street, that's where I actually began everything in music and building probably the first home built studio in Jamaica, the first home dub cutting studio in Jamaica.
All right, Father Gus, yeah,
That's right where it all began.
Yeah, pace me a little bit quicker though still. But what was it like though, growing up with Miss Iris, financially speaking though?
Basic.
Basic.
She had more love than had,
Resources,
yeah. But that was enough for me.
That is important, man.
Enough for me, because I am very easy to be pleased. I am not a difficult person. And not difficult. People are the problem, but for me, I am simple.
Yes. So growing up in downtown Kingston now, at that time, that was the heartbeat, the mecca of the music.
Oh, yes.
So you were surrounded 360 degrees by music.
Yes. That's in the days of the Tipper-tone sound and the Big Youth and the U-Roy but the beautiful thing is that I knew what I liked, I knew where I wanted to go. And I was instinctively driven by my own inner strength and inner passion.
What was that thing though that really and truly made you fall in love with the music though? That if you can pinpoint one thing or a set of things that say, yes, this is how I want to spend my life I do.
I am not sure. I just think most people have a destiny. And I think it is good to be the best of what you can be rather than end up being the worst of what you wanted to be. And I knew what I wanted to be, and I focus and evolve, and every stage I evolve.
Yes.
I saw success, I saw possibilities, I saw greater possibilities, and I keep on moving. It's a long story.
Yes.
I
So
can
we
give a
come to
short
take-
version
yeah,
when
yeah,
you
we
get
come to
there.
take
When you
as
get
much
there.
as we can. You knew from early that music was what you love, yeah? But what was your first foray, the first step along that musical journey that has led to where you are today?
Okay. The first step would have been recognizing where the passion lies. You're like a bug just bite and you don't even know where it will take you, but you just felt it. So there's a couple of things like, for example, in the early days, I decided I'm going to build a sound system.
Gussie Hi-Fi.
King Gussie Hi-Fi.
King Gussie Hi-Fi.
So my mother for birthday at a point bought me a transistorized amplifier in those days.
So she was supportive of your
Yes,
passion?
yes. You see, I never usually get trouble or nothing. And in them days when you are not influenced by socialization and external issues within your community, it was a joy for your parents. So I was supported. So, I buy it and start and save lunch money and buy the parts to make a new one. And for the next birthday, she make an amplifier. Pay the technician to get it to build. But the joke in getting it built, I have a criminal friend up the road named Witty, Father Witty.
You mean Uptown Mondays with it?
Father Witty. Bona fide man for life, man, right? So I swap Witty that transistorized amplifier for a normal power amplifier out of father sound system. And then swap that to Herald Dunkley for the cutter rhythm. And it just go on and evolve them way it's too long a story.
Before we reach Herald,
too long.
so make we step back a little, Zane, because in the research it says that in order to fund the purchase of some of the equipment you needed, you used to sell bicycle ride.
Oh yeah, man, at KC, man, that's why I tell you it's a very long. So the short version was to get money to help in making the sound system and in making everything work. Usually, I learned to make bicycle myself.
Okay.
So, you could have put them up and then me realize, but wait, you change the color of the bicycle this month and next month, it seemed new, everybody want. So early morning, I go to school, I sell ride and I get money and I collect and I bank up and buy speaker and thing and all of them things.
So from the beginning, the mind was business
Oh
centered.
yes, it was, I think it was a 50-50, creative and business. But business might have been the stronger side,
Yes.
right? And that is how you got the money for build the sound system. And then after the sound system now, you went into importing foreign records and exporting Jamaican records. And then you bought a dub machine from Duke Reed on a Treasure Isle. Start cut dub of your home studio yard. And because by selling record in them days, you have the connection to literally every who is who in sound system in Jamaica. And then we find one of my rules in life is that there are some fundamental rules. And one of them is anybody can do anything you and I are doing, but you and I will do it differently. So everything I do, I try to do it differently. Because although we're innovative and creative set of people, you only want to do something, somebody going to come try to do it too. You understand? So when you do it, you try to do it in a step that by the time them get where you are somewhere else. So we just start cut up differently by sound effect albums and different equipment and all kind of thing. And we were kind of a place to be. We were doing so good that the Lee Perry Scratch and the Channel One give me all for them tapes to cut dub because we had access to all of the sound people that come to it. Then the David Radigan, them come from England and we make special dub for them. We buy all sound effects album, every catalog, and so we could have do so much things differently. So we did well.
Yes, just a little backtrack again. King Gussie Hi-Fi, how big did it get?
Not big,
Okay.
because by the time it was, I started with it and not sure how far I was going to go. But then I realized while getting there that there are other options more profitable and more expansive in the long run that could become even legacy issues. So I moved on. I mean, even when I'm going KC, you know, I was never ever a bright child academically,
Okay.
but I was extremely intelligent. That I know, right? So when people are going to do maths and chemistry and physics, me in the woodwork I learned to make sound system box
Speaker
because that is
box.
how King Gussie sound started. You understand? Even when
So you made the boxes as
yeah,
well?
man, I learned to make them myself, man. I made them myself, man, and get the speakers and get the amplifier and started, and then from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other.
To the other,
To
to
this.
the other. Yeah, to this. We're so cool to this. So, you know, as I said, you were cutting dubs for the who is who in the space.
Everybody, in local, internationally, you want killer sound? Go check Gussie
Who are the
Clarke.
first artists you cut on dub?
I wouldn't remember. As
You
I say at
remember?
my age, I'm allowed to forget. But it was not really artists, you know. It was much more about the sound systems.
So, okay.
And we count nearly everybody, the Gemini, the Soul Tone, the David Radigans, the Lloyd Cox in England, everybody globally, we cut sound, we cut just, you know. I mean, in those days, you know, again, doing things differently. In them days, they have 8-track. I
Right.
don't know if you remember that or know that.
Well, I've learned about it.
On
since.
8-track,
Yeah.
when they mix the song, you have vocal on one side, rhythm on another, that. So we would buy the 8-track, tape them, and remove the vocals and all of that, and have just the rhythm alone. So when a man come to it to make us want to do a special, him can't sing anything because we have the rhythm,
Rhythm
and we
is
never
there
forgot.
already.
We never forgot to studio one or treasure. I'll forget it. So we had a massive
Creativity
archive
from
and
early, man.
yes,
Yeah.
doing things differently again.
And then now you were bringing in a lot of souls and R&B,
Yeah, man.
supplying
Yeah,
to
man.
all of the sound
All of the
systems.
sound system, them, man. Yeah, man. Kind of those years.
Which were the big soul sounds back then? Gemini. and-
Gemini, Sonatone,
Sonatone.
with Baby G them, and you know, all of those.
Yes.
Everyone of them.
And
days.
then now you were helping to now fund some production and exporting it.
Yeah, because we had this thing called
Gussie
Gussie
Exposure.
Exposure, right? So what we did is that we identify, that is actually when I gone into music production.
Okay.
So what happened now is that when we were exporting records, we realized that some people them don't make a record and them not have money if you go press it and do the label and do all of the things. So I go to them and I say, here what happen? I'll buy the first 500. I'll pay for cut your stamp. I'll pay for do your labels. I'll pay for design everything. You sell me the first 500 exclusively and give me 2 weeks. And by the time you export it, you already have your stamper. You can go press any amount you want. So I could give the persons who I were dealing with. I had one in New York, London, and Canada. I could have deal with them, give them an advantage. Because in them days, it was buying music was about advantage. People buy music, come and say, which new Dennis Brown you have? So when I know somebody have a good song or a good artist and it come something recording and thing and I listen to it, I'm willing to fund it. So it's kind of like some kind of, what do you call it, crowdfunding or something I was doing. You know, it worked well. You know, you have 1 and 2 examples, like you might have run a project, me or somebody on the internet there, the Roy Cousins are complaining, oh, him do the same to give me, him not get no money and this, that. The fact of the matter is if you buy some record, you send it, you export it, and the people, I pay for everything up front, you know.
Okay.
And the people don't sell, then there's not even them can sell it because it just didn't work. Everything wasn't guaranteed to sell.
Right,
so
right.
you know, when you do that now and somebody come tell you, say, boy, them here say you sell 42,000 and you don't go sell 200, you know. One thing with this business is the biggest problem in our industry is that too much person take perception to be reality. A man hear a song on the radio and they put in their brain, oh, you know much time here, this junior thing, and boy, I'm supposed to get about $1 million if him get 10,000 of them say you're a thief. And every artist, a producer, a thief. So I wonder when the producer when that artist become a producer, what him is, what is he?
Even before you reached Errol Dunkley, you went to studio with Prince Jr. once.
Yes,
to do
yes.
And you did some backing vocals.
No, I go try. I feel like I could do a tune, so I go try do a song on a rhythm. But it wasn't my thing.
It wasn't
I
your
tried.
thing.
So Prince Jr. got there for record. Me and him was tight, still tight. And, you know, him said, boy, then try do a tune to us. So I kind of tried, but it was none of my thing, man. And as me tell you, know, be the best of where you can be rather than not being the worst of what you want to be. So I know I don't mind and I moved on.
You moved on.
Yeah, man.
Yes. So you said no, you traded up an amplifier with Errol Dunkley for the rhythm of We Baby, I think.
Yeah, who we baby? Baby, no, baby, I love you.
Baby, I Love You.
Errol
Okay.
Dunkley have him record store. So, you know, him sell record round West and thing, and me swap it for a rhythm and get Uri voice the higher the mountain.
So the first person who Gussie Clarke had on record was the man we then call the Godfather.
Exactly, Uri.
Daddy Uri.
Daddy Uri, the higher the mountain. Such a gentleman. God
Oh,
rest
yeah?
his soul. What? God rest his soul, man. And we have been good.
What sort of success that song had though?
It was in those days it was relative success. The Wee Baby song was a good tune and good rhythm and everybody loved it. So your version went down well.
After that, I think the first major project you worked on was an album that has been recognized, regarded as one of the great bodies of work in the space, Screaming Target with Big Youth, Jai Youth.
Yeah, but Jayut.
Hold on, you did that before presenting IRI? Which one came first?
Big Youth Screaming
Target. Yeah.
yeah.
So you know, watching interviews, I have come to learn that you and Big Youth have been, well, there has been some bad blood.
We're not good. No, we're not good. And we're not good for one fundamental reason. Again, I go back to what I told you. Perception and reality, right? Big Youth for 40 years, he hated me. Because he was of the view I stole his publishing. I knew nothing about it. He has never come to me. I never interview him though. Him talk about Gussie Clarke, this and that, and no pay man, who man. And he has never come to me one day and said to me, why have you done so and so? So one day him say, him pass a remark about and the amount of money him get out of Universal. I'm like, Universal? No man, something wrong.
How much money you got out of Universal?
From his songs. And I'm, no man, that don't make no sense. I've never seen a penny. So I went and did a research and found out what went wrong, where, went to his publisher and said, look, here is what is wrong. I don't know nothing about it. Here's what we need to do. You understand? Prior to that, you know, there was this lady came out here from England. I don't remember her name. She'd set up something around a Mountain View publishing thing. And she came to me and said to me, something about sign something that he owns 50%. I said, yeah, because I don't have no interest in thing. Signed it. That was about 10 years before him still I say, after him still I said, me I rob him, da. And I got to Big Youth after that and I said to him, all these years you hate me if it's something that me don't know about. And now me I the one. Boy, right now, they might have paid them thing they don't mind. Him now backtrack and tell people, I was sorry, I made an error. But here the wickedest thing. Big Youth as an artist, you know, great artist. I take nothing from him. As a person, he's flawed. And I tell him that in front of him. And I hear the weirdest thing the idea. I heard him doing an interview. The idea I mean about 6 months ago. And the person asked him, who produced Screaming Target? Gussie Clarke? No, man, I'm young Gussie Clarke. It shocked me if this man's a Rasta man, I tell lies, say me and him produced Screaming Target. He had nothing to do with the production of it. He's an artist. I get the rhythm from every independent sources. We decide we are going to do the project. Him come, he did his vocals, we did everything else. Him have nothing to do with the production. But I knew why he did it. I realized why. You go up on the internet now and you type it and try buy it. And you see it somewhere on his label. You understand? Negos Nagas, yeah. So that is when, and like to me, I don't pay it no mind. It's irrelevant to me. You want to do that. You have your conscience, you have your soul, you have your God for dealing.
So for the record, Big Youth has no production credits.
Big
on
Youth
the
have
album.
nothing on the Godson for do with the production of Screaming Target except his stellar and magnificent performance as a recording artist.
How you ended up working with Big Youth though? How?
All right, Big Youth, I was at Beeson Street. Big Youth here from Princess Street and Matches Lane, that side. And I was involved. I sell tipper to them sound and cut dub for them and all of that. And so there was a series of commonality. And, you know, as a little boy, you listen sound system and everything. And so there was a commonality of socialization too. And I recognize his talent from day one and see where him can go and where him can do. You understand?
Yes.
So I don't record an artist or try to record an artist because of how popular they are. I usually try to record an artist because I think what we can do together Because I don't just go for get where you can get. I am bringing something to the table. And it worked out. So it was a great project.
Yes. A couple of questions. Read this. The mention of why was Universal mentioned in the conversation? Was there any time that Screaming Target was licensed to
No.
Universal?
In another era that I operate in, I'm also
Publishing.
a music publisher, the largest music publisher in this country. And then would be assumed by him that if you did own this and have this, you would have licensed to Universal, the publishing side, and would become. So I could understand where it was coming from, but it was a good thing he said it, because I have never received a penny from Universal, anything to do with him. So that is when it flipped a switch now, and I went and did research and realized what Trojan in the UK did about 30, 40 years before.
Yeah, because when you see the album, you see it on GUSSIE CLARKE label and Trojan label.
Trojan was the company I licensed it to in the UK.
For distribution.
Yeah, and I licensed them in the UK for the whole world basically. But what happened, how things work then, is that you do a project and you put it out in a Jamaica and you export it, whether New York, England, wherever. I mean, it didn't do well as an album in those days. They're selling it, exporting it. But when Trojan did it, I mean, they had a foothold in the biggest market, reggae market then, which was the UK and Europe. So them put it out. So they are the ones who did it. So that's how you saw my label and you saw it, you know. And even right now, like we still print copies of it here at Anchor internally, but only to give them away to people, you know, well-wishers. No. CD. Yeah. So we do, you know, you have a good well-wisher, fan. I am probably one of the younger producers in Jamaica who have nearly every copy of every CD has ever produced. And in-house, we can do the CD, shrink wrap it, print it, do everything, same way as if you think it come out of a CD factory, because we have all equipment. So I do that and give them away. Even if somebody asks to buy 1 million, I wouldn't buy it. If you sell 10, the artist is going to say you sell 10,000. So they prefer not to make a penny than give somebody justification to believe that I am earning some income and them not benefit.
Screaming Target. So that has cost.
Biggie would scream and put me up as a target. But telling you about target, you know.
Yes.
In this industry, and I'm careful with the words now, in this industry, when you are not a failure, you automatically becomes a target.
When you're not a failure, you become a target.
I could have said it another way, so I was careful what I said.
Yes. No, you see, because outside of Big Youth, there are other people who have gone on record to say Gussie Clarke a thief.
Yeah, man.
Paraphrasing people. Right?
I agree with you. I've heard it myself.
Yes.
I heard it through third party, but I'll give you a challenge.
Right.
Anybody who you hear say so, tell them, say, Gussie Clarke said to you on camera that if they can prove that I have taken $1 intentionally due to them for my personal self, I'll pay any one of them $1 million. And this is on camera. Again, it's the perception thing.
Yes.
I tell you before, a man put out a song and it play on the radio a lot. Him put a number to it. If when you give him statement and that number don't there, you're a thief. Artists is too few artists, and they are the loudest one and the most unintelligent ones, not educated, unintelligent one, give the most problem and are the most ungrateful people in this industry. And artists make it look like when you invest in him talent and trying to develop and make a recording, like him a do you a favor or you are doing him a favor. It's a business. Not every time it will work. But if you go and see somebody and you go to take your money, go buy a new car, fix a room for your house, and you go invest in a recording, and once you start do more than one recording, it means you're investing in the individual. And if you invest in the individual and it now work out, you get all them advance. Me have paper upstairs in my attic from when me do session when a man get all $40 advance, me have the paper, piece of paper scribble down. So none of them who say Gussie Clarke a thief and never pay the money. Me have man come here already and said, he never get the money yet. And that. So a man bring him come and go upstairs. Me say, come back tomorrow. Go upstairs in my archive and bring a check from 20 odd years ago. Where him get how much 100,000. Boy, the signature look like my own, but we come back tomorrow. Because them a tell lie.
Him come back?
Come back what? And him know him get the money. What happened, you know? My argument is, if we agree to something,
stick to
and
it.
you take my money, and you know, come back and change your mind before we conduct the business, may I stick to what me I agree to. People believe that them if I agree with you, and it's a black man thing, you know. If it's a Chinaman and a white man, them shut them out. It's a Jamaican black man to black man thing. Because the things that they want to bring to you, them couldn't bring it to somebody who them sign to abroad or somebody that make a deal. Me have literally, I you to build rhythm legally blind. And the amount of equipment and money when me give this man, and when all him take away him computer and him come to me and beg me and write, him can't sign him name because I'm blind. Him sign X, me can show you and me done. And if you want, me can call him name because me can defend it. See now you
not have to call him name if
me
you
don't
don't
care.
want.
No, me don't want. I scale him name.
Okay.
Build with him and grateful. And then him go and say him nah no deal with me and this, that. All know him want me. The amount of equipment when me give him. Him and people in a business and the people them take with them thing and left him with everything, him come ball, put it in a writing. And I'm grateful. Me know people were involved and musicians that build rhythm few much years ago and not getting a penny for nothing. And all of a sudden, somebody come to me and me get involved, figure it out, show them how to come to an agreement. And most times, the agreement don't entail me being a part of it.
Okay.
And I said to them so and so, and sometimes it involved me. Because since me do the
business
protection,
yard,
it will
right,
cost
right,
me, they'll cost me some money to straighten it. And then later on, I make money, get money. Boy, all of a sudden, boy, me want to terminate the deal, you know, one thing and the. And I say, ungratefulness, you never get nothing. Me work it out, make you get something. The same thing where you give the same right you give to me, which is a legal right, all of a sudden, you don't want to give me, but you want to give to somebody else now who never had their own or never was a part of even the solution. He's one of the most ungrateful businessman.
Yes. So we're there already, and it would be, remiss of me to not ask you a couple of questions.
Anything you want to ask,
How
you know?
does, because you say, when we do these things, we talk to a lot of people with a lot of stories. How do producers make money?
How did producers make money? English language is difficult, so I'm say with you. It is difficult now for producer to make money because music is not being consumed in the way it was 20, 30 years ago. How producers made money years ago is when records were physically sold. You make the record, you manufacture it, you sell it. You made money that way physically. Nowadays, because of the whole streaming and even the numbers that has to be streamed for it seemingly meaningful,
right.
I see it difficult to make money unless you are involved in other areas of the artist's life.
Okay.
Whether you're a manager, whether you're a publisher, whether you're something else, and you're tied into another income stream. But make money alone from selling of records, extremely difficult.
These days.
Yeah, because one of the things, we never signed deliberately, never signed any artist to say, you are our artist.
Never.
Never wanted to either. There's two reasons. One of the reasons was because I was a music publisher, I felt it was too much to try to have in there. Give them a sense of independence, but them do it more. Like, for example, if I sign a writer, I will sign him, but I will not put anything in the contract that say you have to deliver X amount of record,
Okay. And so you want to sign a writer
I
and
would
put a stipulation on...
that he has to deliver any amount of works. Because that is one thing I'll also explain a little bit further. And the next thing we always do is that we never do agreement that we go and collect 100% of all of the publishing income. We make them collect for them own, independent from the Performance Rights Society or the ASCAP or the GACAP or wherever. So we believe that giving them independent income stream, it gives them a sense. I think it might take a little bit longer if we get back ours, but fine.
Right.
We don't sign nobody because I believe you sign publishing, you sign them as an artist, and I recognize that people having the ability to work with different people, sometimes we let them career move faster. So I definitely leave that out from then. And even sometimes when people don't understand, and let us say in those days when it was primarily PRS, we pay for them fee for join PRS, full out the farm for them, do everything. And later on, the same ungrateful people them come back around and tell us, you're a thief.
Yeah, but saying that though, Father Gussie, because, I know you're speaking for you, right? And,
Can only talk for me,
and
respectfully.
you made reference to the fact that, every artist, every producer, a thief.
Some of them are thief, it's true.
Okay.
Some producers are
A
thief.
thief.
Me know some of them were a thief. Yeah. I mean, know some of them thief some people.
Yeah.
I mean, a good example. A producer buy a rhythm. There are many other ways I've seen thieving, but the newest way.
Right.
A producer buy a rhythm from a youth. And then him go on side and him get somebody else to do the vocals onto the song. And then him go somewhere else now. When the song come out, him put it on the song, say him are the composer of the music.
I don't know, he make the rhythm.
Him illegally, him owns nothing, him a thief, him a try to thief the little youth to build the rhythm rights for collect it. You understand? And even if the youth did send me or give a piece, it should be a written document. Copyright don't transfer by word and mouth. Some of them are thief. Some don't know, you know, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Some do not know. But the one them who know and not do it, them are thief.
And do you think, you mentioned perception, you see? And we know perception is a hell of a thing. Do you think that some of the producers who knew about publishing and royalties are not telling the people who they were producing has helped to perpetuate the notion that every producer is a thief?
No, and I'll tell you why no, because it was two different things. A lot of the producers didn't, and even now don't understand nothing about publishing and copyright.
Okay.
All them know about is music, and some of them, you know, I wouldn't fault them on that side. But it is my view, you know. Let me tell you, I'm getting music publishing quick in a sense. 1982. We make pass the country with the mighty diamonds.
I get round to that. But go on, man. Go on, man. Go on.
We make pass the country with the mighty diamonds.
Right.
Musically, you would come and say, boy, I want to do a tune on it name Pass the Dutchie.
Right.
Legally, I didn't have a footing in it. And
why?
because
the full-up rhythm?
me take a rhythm, make somebody write a song on it. When the person who wrote the song on it, they were signed to somebody else in California,
So
which was
Mighty
Diamond were signed to a publishing entity called Strictly Rockers in California. There's a white man named Turk Arsenault who is dead. He had the right then. So and I said to myself, said, no sir, this don't look good, you know. Me plant the can and can't read the band. I went and I learned everything I could was available about publishing. That wasn't it. I realized Jamaican record producers then, basically they made act like them are here and our talent scout for record company. Because you are here in Jamaica, you are spender, you are investor and develop people talent. There's a right that them going to give to somebody. Why them going to give to some foreigner 10,000 miles away who is not involved or invested in the development of them or them recording? It should be you. So I go to all of the main producers them now. The King Jammies, the Bobby Digital, the King Tubbies, everybody, Danny Brownie, Shocking Vibe, everybody, and I said to them, say, look, these rights exist and will have a value later on down the road. You understand nothing about this, so I can do the following for you. I can set up publishing company for each of you in your own name. I will do your accounting. I'll provide statements to you and those individuals in a timely manner. All you have to get them do is sign the agreement. I guarantee that if you develop your catalog and repertoire down the road, which I'll take care of everything for you, you have to do nothing except at the accounting period, come and collect some money, collect statement to every writer signed to you, you will make millions. Them agree. Some of them collect it and not pay the people, you know. So sometimes a writer come to you and say, boy, so me no get no statement from him. I said to him, say, go back and tell him what you told me and tell him that I said to you, maybe he has lost the paper. So if you just give a note, so if you give it to you, nobody no come back because them don't want people. So I have made people make millions of dollars in this country. So, and you don't hear nobody come and say thank you. It don't matter to me, don't mean because I make millions too.
So, in that situation, Gussie Clarke got some blame for some things where some man...
Yeah.
I do.
But I'll tell you a step further. 9 out of 10, let's say 7. 7 or 8 out of 10 persons who have anything bad to say about me never do no business with me. Never. You just ask them, when do you feel? When record feel? When so and so? Me see a man come to me the other day about a year ago and he made write a song and an album for Freddie McGregor and him son of England tell him, say, boy, the song no have him name on it and so on. So me say, cause him see it on some place on internet. Me say, but wherever him want to see it, him can't see it. So me can pull up records, you know, cause I understand the people and I understand the ungrateful nature of people, even before them understand that them ungrateful.
So record keep it on point.
immaculate, unquestionable, right? And the man come and we just go and print off and say, 20 years ago, we gave 10,000 advance. From then to now, you have earned $8,000. You still owe me $2,000. The registration slip here or the catalog information was show. Him shut him out. Because people, you see something you have to be careful who you get information from. In this industry, otherwise than perception and reality. A big problem is a man who don't know learn from a man who didn't know and I try to teach a man who want to know. And basically a pure information I get thwarted and distorted all along the way. And it's an everyday thing. Some people don't do it with ill intent, you know. Another way people can say a thief. You as a writer to own a write a song, you have a publisher. You're a publisher, you know, really tell your publisher, yesterday I write a song with so-and-so, and me and John Brown, 50% or 40, 30 or 60, 70. Your publisher immediately assume you, take it up and register it, you alone. All of a sudden, when you find out, say, when him find out, say, him name not depend, you a thief. So people get blamed for all the thing. Mr. Red Rat do an interview. And at the interview, when him asking about dancehall, he made a complaint about the new type of dancehall and the whole. And him a say, and all of the man them like GUSSIE CLARKE and the man they say dancehall music a bugo yaga. Me and that Red Rat have never had a conversation, you know. Me and him, we are not enemies, but we are not friends, so we not converse. Don't me try to understand why would him even say that? Me and him not talk. Look how much dancehall song we produce. So you have people out there deliberately that them love to chat, or them just evil, or them just envious, or them just see as a target. We talk all kind of bad things. People could talk bad things about you. And you know here is the nature of the beast. So you see once your heart is clean, and I can stand test and say, no guy can come in front of me and say, no artist, me knowingly, intentionally, get a dollar for give him and give 99.9%. Things do happen in some cases. A man can say, boy, I go say, the money small, it tight, it take long. Nature of business. But everything when you forget, you get. Nobody can prove nothing. Why nobody not sue me up to now? A year man can come.
Wasn't there a situation involving Sasha where it became legal?
Sasha just wastes our money with lawyers. Sasha misunderstand and give lawyers act an instruction to them client.
Right.
There's no suing. Lawyers are right back and forth. From day one, me see where Sasha wrong. Me see where them not understand what them say. So Neville, you know, Neville teach me a lesson in life. He said to me, say, Gussie, time people accuse you say you're a thief and you know you're not doing nothing, you know. Make them spend some money with the lawyer, man. And when time them spend money, then we understand. So all along me know the stupidity of her thinking or utterances. And when I realized, because when I realized and I responded, if you hear her interview, she said, me never say him never pay me. You understand? What happened is that she know that all the things out there happen. She put a dollar figure point where she should have get. She don't see she getting that figure. So that is what it is. And then she should have like get rid of you as a black man for get some foreigner for collect the money. So at one point, I kind of say, she wastes enough money now. So I just tell my lawyer, right, the man just tell them so and so, so and so. Call our lawyer, right, you know, when you send the statement, that is a minimal representation of her entitlement. Me just laugh, because I know what the error them was making. As I tell you before, I allow the writers to join the Performing Rights Society of their choice. So they might get for them share this so.
Right.
Me get my share separate. So when she get from ASCAP, me I use a number, $10. When I give her a publishing statement and she get $8, how ASCAP pay 10 and you are pay less than that? But ASCAP pay you for your own already. So all along, her share was being paid directly to her with respect to performance. We were only paying in respect to mechanical, which is it's supposed to go. Our contract says, once you join in society, they will pay directly. So when our lawyer write and say, but she collect for her own, the next day she come collect the check from we.
Okay.
Because it was just an exercise in stupidity. Never make no sense. But if you know Sasha still, you know, you will understand her. All right.
So, and before we even come back around there, so we still need to deal with some things around our background. So.
Anything, Papa, I have all the time.
Presenting IRI. That was your second
album.
Major body of work.
Yes, and IRI was one of the most, intellectual, affluent. It was Why the man is my DJ of choice, you know?
All right.
Yes, man, the man just, you know, I was a true example of what you call bossy,
Oh,
show
yeah.
off, you know, and him look the part, you know. God forbid his hand was the opposite, you know, regrettably, and, you know. But no, man, he's a great person.
Yes. And I think similar to the Gussie and Trojan situation, presenting Ira was Gussie and Jaguar. Oh,
No, it was still Trojan.
it was still Trojan.
Jaguar, if I'm correct, Jaguar was a Dynamic Sounds label.
Oh.
It was Trojan, but I licensed both albums to Trojan.
Okay.
But in Jamaica, Dynamic Sounds was a Jamaican distributor of it. So you would have
Okay.
get Dynamic Suppress, so that depend for them label. But I think Jaguar was for them one, but it was licensed to Trojan.
And when you did Screaming Target, you were about still in your teens?
I would have left Kingston College pretty much about 18.
Yes.
So my pretty much about 20, somewhere right there, so, you
Yes.
know, pretty much.
And I know you made mention of Pastor Kochi already. 1981 that was, right?
81, 82, yeah,
And
that era.
you, Gussie Clarke, took the full up rhythm, and who played over the rhythm for you?
Oh my God, me don't remember, you know. I don't remember fully. Fully.
But the rhythm was lick
Yeah,
over.
we lick over the rhythm. That was the order of the day then.
Yeah.
The order of the day then was two things. You lick over a rhythm, or somebody give you a cut or rhythm.
Okay.
That was the two-way how
Right.
rhythms moved. I don't remember fully.
And then you got...
Okay. And then we get Mighty Diamonds to write a song. When they wrote the song, we were approached. I couldn't be involved when learn everything. And then that become one of the biggest legal battle in the world, because full up the amount of people claim that who did originate and play it. And then we had a version of it with Hugh Brown named Gimme the Music.
Gimme the Music.
And Hugh Brown signed it to us, and then Hugh Brown go sign it to somebody else. A whole heap of things to that, man. I just left it alone. I said,
Oh, you did?
yeah, man. I just left it alone and just said to myself, say, what I have learned from this experience, it will never happen again, and I corrected it going down the road. Yeah, man.
And it was out of the musical youth situation now that you created dub plate.
Dub plate music publishers and dub plate was because we got dub plate for everybody and thing
okay.
and thing, and it was just a unique name, and you know, we just do that, and that's just how
And
it
that's where the
started.
publishing side of the business
That's where
came about.
that's where it began.
And you are now the biggest publisher, Jamaican
music
publisher.
publisher in this country, yeah. And I have made many other people, millions in this country too, as music publishers too.
And if you can make some of that. Yes, some of me are listening now. It sounded like a lot of money was passed around with Pastor Kochi and Pastor Dutchy, but you never really made much money at the time.
I only made money from the physical sales of the recording. That's the only thing I had to do with it. Nothing else. But that was good enough for me, because
It led you down
yeah, man.
avenue now that you have
I'm
made
make back the money.
a lot of money.
Make back the money later on, man. Yeah, man. If me not smell the money, and something involved, you know. Me not the good name thing and thing. If me
Yeah,
not
good
smell,
name thing.
and why is because nearly anything for make money from, it going to take money for spend. And if you go and spend money, you're not sure you make money. You don't make no
Who
sense.
said that to me recently? Robert Livingston.
Smart boy, man. Good boy, man. Good boy, man.
As I say, a business in the pan.
Yeah, man. If me not smell the money, me not involved.
You're not involved with that?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, some things, you know, is short term, some things is long term.
Yes.
But usually with long term things, ungratefulness sometimes tends to kick in before you get there.
Yeah.
But once you understand that before, you know, to protect what you have so far, you understand?
You made mention now that you created a home studio on Church Street.
Yeah, man,
that was probably one of the first home
probably
studios.
the first home studio, 81.5 church, it upstairs in our board house.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, Vice, all kind of dub and everybody up there and cut dub and do everything, man.
Yes.
And I usually import, export record. I remember one time, you know, 90 had a Dennis Brown tune. I went near my time and we buy some from him and we export to New York and thing. Tell you how bad name going on. One day 90 run come upstairs and kill me when me hear how me pirate him tune in New York and this and that. And me, 90 that don't make no sense. Make a call and find out 2 2s. There's a major reseller of records, or the record store in Bronx called Brad's, and Brad's and him tight.
Okay.
And the Brad's put out the tune, and the man go everywhere before him come in. I say, oh, me pirate him tune. I mean, I know not. If I am not getting blamed for something, I start fret. Because me get it so much time in. Me no worry about people approve it, you know.
Yeah, but...
Because believe you me, I am not holier than thou. But I can stand up anyway and I can defend myself righteously because certain things me know. They won't blame you say a thief. And if you know them won't say a thief and not dead if a thief and you got thief, then my God, you're that stupid. And stupidity me no into. You understand? But I understand that the nature of the beast are just how some people see, and that's just how the industry is.
Yes. You created in 1988, I think, Music Works.
All right. When you say Music Works, what you specifically referring to?
The brand, the company.
Okay. All right. Yeah. What happened?
So it was launched in 1988.
Pretty much after.
I guess to
pretty much after past the
88
country time.
showcase.
Yeah. And yes, how that really work, Music Works is that as a record distributor and thing and music producer, I kind of realize, boy, you got people's studio and you do so much things and you watch the clock and you don't have enough time to do what you do. And, you know, I believe that I could contribute a lot more than I am if I had my own resources. So we decided to build a studio. So we had this 56 Slipe Road where we were distributing records from. And I said, we'll build a studio. And I said, this is part of being a businessman at risk. I said, I'll build a studio, but when I go put the studio, I don't have nowhere. I'm going to have a little upstairs here, one bathroom, one at the back, one main place. And I said, boy, we're going to build it now. So we turn the bathroom in our vocal room. We turn the front in the control room. And we make an arrangement with the hairdresser downstairs if people need to use the bathroom. You understand? It's a risk. And I also said, it's a commercial space, me, you know. If them want to give notice, them have to give you at least 6 months. You can tie it out of the court a little bit. So me have little leverage, you know. So I said, let me take the risk, you know. And that's how Music Works started. Now, we say we'll build a studio. In those days, one type of equipment everybody in Jamaica have, MCI.
Okay.
MCI tape machine, MCI console. I said, no, sir, that equipment must out the man. I start research. Now, and we discover EMX in the UK, and we discover Otari, and so reach out to them people and go England and meet them and decide to build a studio. I have a little youth who live beside me up at Church Street. Now he's now my business partner, Mikey, Courtney Small. And me just find the youth heart just clean. Got some little people just take care around me and treat them like how they should be treated, and them all there me yard, man. And realize, but this one, yeah, him deep, him committed, him honest. And that is how me and him, they were already up to date. Simple as that. You understand?
So hold on, just for clarification. So Courtney is a business partner?
Yes. Yeah, man. You see, the other thing, I look like a Rasta man out there. But me and him have so much similarities, and we're both committed to what we are doing. And him is what you call, them call a genius. He's self-taught, fixed, put, installed, everything inside there. So the problem with him, is one problem, a 2-speed him have. Reverse and stop. Yeah, man. Nothing him do fast, so
reverse and stop.
Yeah, anytime you pressure him, I reverse you again. But me and him, we're good.
Yes.
And we have done well. And him is the genius behind the technical side. So his portfolio he is technical director. So we say we'll build a studio and we start do it and we start put together, me and him, and we start do everything, and that studio up and running, and we're good. And we got an opportunity of a place being sold here, and we get it. Now, what led to the Music Works is 2 things then. We bring in a different set of equipment which automatically had a different sound. We take a different approach to music creation, like we build teams of people. You have songwriters, you have certain set of musicians, you have certain set of engineers that were like part of a cohort and a family where we choose from and thing, and everybody committed and the whole thing being new and different, felt good and real, and the songwriters, them, the Mikey Bennett, the Upton Linda, the Carlton Hines and others. But they were the primary team, and them and the double up towards back background
Backing vocals.
vocals and vocal
And then you had people like Stephen
coaching
Stanley
and
coming
yeah, and
on.
yeah. So we had a hell of a great team of
Dean
people,
Fraser and
which is what actually created the brand where we're there. And everybody with it work compensate. You never hear nobody come back and say, let's just say one of those teams. Because the difference between that team and every team, that team was people who were intelligent,
Yes.
extremely intelligent. You never hear them say, but because you never pay me for that and that and that. Because if them one day, let's just say something wrong, say never pay me, say, okay, no problem. How much we agree upon here? It done. And they're like, but the money no pay me because
So people were compensated for what they were worth.
everybody get paid. Because I recognize and believe that it can be one cake, it's just how thin you slice it so that everybody gets something. And I don't give on, hey, here you fit take this Friday, you want that thing? No. Everything we did was set, it was structured. Each song you do, vocal supervision for you get X. Each song when you write to figure out how to the people them. So everything is structured. Each tune you mix you get so and so. Each song you record you get so and so. Everything was structured and everybody was paid. You never hear one of them people yet say, boy, Gussie never pay me. They might say the money is small.
But they get their pay.
They got what we agreed on.
Before we reach around to the new sound and different sound, you did some work around by Tubby's.
Nearly every studio.
Every studio?
Nearly. Well, no, two things.
As in your work
right,
with
I was
Tubby's,
going to get that. Because again, from the whole thing at my house, the home studio, and the innovations that we were creating in a dub cutting respect, even Tubby's asked me if you come around here and assist around here. So I worked at Tubby's and usually record and mix things with people and do all kind of things. No man, I was. And as me tell you, Lee Scratch Perry, the channel one, all of them give me them songs pan 2 track for sell.
So in a sense though, you became an audio engineer.
I'll give you the quick story to that. It is simple and easy. I started out as a self-taught audio engineer. But I realized the money around the other side of the console. So I leave that and start do the production.
Okay.
Yeah, man. And me tell me follow the money when me smell it. You know. Me smell it the other side of the console.
Yes.
And that is how I,
moved into production.
Yeah, because I actually felt that, I also believe that I could do a whole lot of things differently from a creative perspective. And I approach music with 2 different approaches. In the first instance, I approach it creatively because I want to get it done and get it done the best way. When it's done, my second perspective now is how best to enhance it so that it is much more, it can become much more successfully commercial. So with a voice, somebody on a basic rhythm, drum, bass, piano, guitar. And when the vocals done and we do the back-end vocals, then I look and say, here's the kind of overdub I think we need to do. These are the enhancements. And that was with the commercial side. These are the sounds that work. These are what I think, And that is my approach.
And as you said that though, because I know that you are the CEO of Music Works / Anchor Recordings. It sounds though as a producer, you were, because we know someone to them produce songs, but then you were physically present.
No. Let me answer it for you. No artist can tell you. When with a voice tune, Gussie Clarke wasn't there. Or when the rhythm middle air, Gussie Clarke never
Wasn't
there.
there.
Every song, every time I was there. And because my input is required, is integral into what going to happen. Because, for example, Opta Linda wrote a song one day, a Gregory Isaac song named I Was Only Just Passing Through, right? And basically in the song, he say, I tell the girl, he was only passing through, And I said, no, that sounds kind of negative and thing,
Right.
You need to say I'm not passing through, And there are many songs where people write them and them have a good concept, maybe a good hook, but not good. So I would be involved in guidance in terms of what I think and some things that I don't think should be associated with me or when me associate with. I would have tell no, I don't think we should have used the line there and thing and so. So it was a duty and it was just a norm that I chose to be involved with everything, although I had person of the highest competence.
Yes.
There might be a one occasion because everything approved already. Could have been a Mikey Bennett wrote the song and we approved the song already. And basically the rhythm them, I know that's all right. Me I run down the road, take the vocal, but it was nobody can tell. No man, go see them having the boat when them thing they do.
So you are a producer. You're not just executive
Then me no
producer.
must have me a spend the money. So me have to see it and go how. If you are the producer and you are spending money and you are responsible for every creative input, why would you not want to be there to ensure that what you want?
Going in the direction where you
and
want to
you
go.
also know that some of them musicians and artists, if them do something now and something you know like and you want to call them back to fix a little part and so and so, them not
They
quite
not
likely
come
would be
back.
unwilling to come back and do it.
Yeah.
So I made sure that, you know, I was there for stamp seal and make sure everything was delivered.
First body of work that came out of Music Works was 88 Showcase. Rumors Rhythm.
Rumors with him.
Who laid the rhythm? Or was a cut they get from somewhere?
No man, it was original with him.
Original.
It was Danny Brownie,
I think Clevie played on it.
Clevie, Robbie
Lynn.
Lynn, Dalton Brownie. I think they were the four. Clevie played the
Stud
drums.
lineup,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. But how that came about, for example, a Telephone Love come about, you know,
JC
and all
Lodge.
of them thing there, is that we were doing, how Rumors came about, we were doing a Mighty Diamonds album project.
Okay.
And the Carlton Hines wrote the song for the Mighty Diamonds project,
Whoa.
Rumors.
Rumors was written for the
Mighty Diamonds, yeah. And boy, when me hear the song, you know, I said, boy, this doesn't sound like a Mighty Diamonds tune. Now, as a record producer, it is your right. And first of all, I believe a song make it a singer no make a song.
song
See?
make it
It's
a
a singer.
singer.
Yeah. Singer make a artist. You understand?
song
Artist no
the
make the
artist.
song. You understand? So the most important thing, I am committed to this song first. When I am committed to this song, my second decision is who or what is best for this song. Because I can't make an artist sing it because me don't want him vex me and him and my brethren.
Right.
And the song now go on. That don't make no sense. I've done injustice to a song.
Right.
So I said no, and you know, can you imagine and the Mighty Diamonds are going and I do well, and but boy, I never hear it. So it was so strange. Mikey Bennett concurred too. And lo and behold, who ride up on the bike? Now Gregory
Gregory.
Isaacs. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I said, Gregory so and Gregory said, yeah man, and pretty much it was done. When we have the rhythm now and we hear about, it was a new technology, a new sound, a new everything. And we are hear about all kind of people who are going to lick over the rhythm and now do over the song. And that is why we made the Music Work Showcase with so much other people. And if you
Right.
notice, there's some with a different song, different. That is why we made it, to kind of show them off so there's nothing they could do. When we felt on the rhythm, it feels so good and we knew it was going to work.
Right.
And Mikey Bennett them wrote Telephone Love.
Okay.
And when they get to JC Lodge, she never too like it at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then she said she needed to go speak to Errol, who's our
Our
manager.
manager, mhm.
And then when she come back, she said, boy, Errol love the song, and the rest is history.
I think enough respect Lady G's on that as well.
Yeah, man. Ken
Pirates
Booth.
Anthem with Home Tea, Shabba and Cocoa Tea.
I don't think Pirate Anthem is
Pirate
on
Anthem
that.
is not on,
I
on
don't-
Showcase.
Not on the Rumors Rhythm, I
I
don't
know
think so.
Mighty Diamond have a tune on it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh,
I
God.
remember the tune off right off of my head.
Yeah.
See?
You had oh boy. Lady G was there.
Lady
You had
G, enough
Robbie Lynn.
respect.
You had Jackie Me Too. You had Ken Booth. You had you two died, one of the writer.
Oh, okay.
You remember all them? We had quite a few people. It was a good project.
Big body of work that man in terms of what it has done.
But a point, you know, that all record producers who are watching need to know. When you're doing your project, no artist tell you what you know to do, you can't do. If you believe that this song is not the right song for this project or this artist, not because him love it, you must do what is best for the song. I give you a good example, another example. Just a little bit longer, Maxi Priest was written for Dennis Brown. Mix and mastered and everything.
Oh,
For Dennis Brown, we have it still.
so Dennis had done the vocals.
Done the vocal, we mix it, we do everything.
Say what?
We were doing well, and Maxi Priest manager called in, and boy,
Erskine
Maxi the
Thompson.
Erskine, yeah, and said, da, and I said, all right, and like, I just hear Maxi Priest. I would just make Maxi Priest voice the song, the rest is history. I
The
made the
rest is
right
history
decision.
for
I made
true.
the right decision.
Right
And we
decision
have
for
done it
true.
multiple times. You understand?
little bit
So you have to know what is your responsibility.
as a
And you,
producer.
yeah, of course.
Some executive decisions.
Yeah, man, executive. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you know, is where the money going matter to all parties concerned.
And you said that you assembled a team of experts, so to speak, in their own rights to really and truly help you now push the vision that you had for music works.
And everybody
Mikey
share.
Bennett, Carlton,
I don't want to call too much
Dean,
names. They were I can't call too
Soul
many because
G.
I might forget. But there's the Mikey Bennett, the Upton Lindo, the Carlton Nines, the Upton Lindo, Robbie Lynn was a
Dean
staple
Fraser.
part, Dean Fraser. There's quite a few persons who are involved. Soul G, God rest him soul.
Stephen Stanley.
Stephen Stanley, crazy man that. But no man, we had a great set of people who shared the vision.
Yeah.
And everybody was energized. We were pretty young at them time then. You know, we're doing things and it feel good and it work and it happen. So the energy was just flowing.
Yes.
And it was just a natural, you know.
You also did some work with or for Island Records. I think you guys did 2 albums for Aswad.
I think one album with Aswad, one with Courtney Pine, and I think we did one with Tiger. Yeah, we were, I mean, it's not the other day, you know. I know from long time and I understand it. And every record producer understand this. You're the good today, but every dog has its day. Tomorrow going to be somebody else. Don't think it's all about you. So when you are doing good, be good, you know. Because when you are not doing good, all those who you did good to will remember you. You understand?
Hopefully.
Yeah, man. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
And not ungratefully.
Yes. So some other songs now, some of the other big songs. We're going to talk about some more of the albums. So we spoke about Past the Country already. We spoke about Telephone Love. What else we talk about so far? Just a little bit longer with Maxi Priest, Zane.
Champion Lover.
Champion Lover with Deborah Glasgow.
Yeah, man. Nearly every one of them songs that we call was actually the biggest song in all of those artists' life. Nearly everyone. So we had to be doing something good.
Yes.
Champion Lover is that we're doing exceptionally well as the producer of the day. And Green Steve, now the UK, are this great artist, God rest her soul again, Deborah Glasgow. And them send her down and, you know, they want us to do a project. Our country numbers, we do everything. She was here, she stayed at my house. And, you know, Mikey Bennett and the writers, them sit down and the whole of them write songs with her and create a project and magic. Biggest song ever in them life, Shabba Ranks. I'll do it.
Mr. Loverman.
Yeah, man.
I'll do what you going to say?
No, I'll do it. At the end of the day, when we did Mr. Loverman, specialists now, I want a second, them take it and go sing it over with Chevelle and Shabba and took it to another level. You understand? Though it didn't bother me.
Right.
And it's still
But the business aspect of it was sorted though.
Well, thank God from 82 I had learned about copyright.
Right,
so that side of it, them couldn't do nothing about, you know. And, you know, them do well. Me happy for them, I'm good. You understand?
Yes. Twice My Age.
Oh, Twice My Age, extremely good song. It was Crystal and Shabba.
Shabba, right.
Right.
Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal had the song. You know, Thereafter Me, all kind of version where Skullman say him did write it. And
oh, yeah?
I've heard that. And all kind of thing. And then again, there's certain things you weren't paying mind in terms of, like the song had elements of another foreign song. And we weren't paying a lot attention to some of those things. So we ended up with one or two great songs that had elements of foreign songs. So we had learned and understood, but didn't realize the potential implications later on. There's a song then, we have joy, we have fun, we have seasons in the sun, because the wine has seasons in the time. I think it was called Le Morinade. It's a French song, although we got it cleared some kind of way.
Oh, it was cleared?
Thereafter, but clear in a funny way that when one set of people clear, next set of people later and say, them never had the right for clear. So it's still out there in our Beyonce, but it is what it is. But it worked for what we wanted it to work for.
Right.
We just had a vision to just make a great recording. We make it work, you know. And we believe that we have had some great set of people that we have worked with in our life. Other than the people everybody know, who can tell you that they ever record a Bunny Wailer? Who can tell them ever record a Jimmy Cliff, you know?
Get well soon.
A Shaggy and, you know?
We so corrupt
Get
to
well
that
soon.
soon.
Oh my God. You know, when you come to that.
Yeah, man, when you come around to that.
You really do your work, you
Go
know?
look at research, man. You were great friends with some great men. As you basically know the who is who in the space. But you had special relationships with a few people. D. Brown, Gregory Isaac, Robbie Shakespeare.
Yeah, man.
What D. Brown, talk to me.
One of the greatest human being you could ever met in your life. Then his problem was he was just too much of a great human being. And whole heap of people just take it for weakness and abuse the man. See? Great, one of the most humblest, mannerable. You can't quarrel with Dennis. You cuss Gregory, you cuss a cockatoo.
Yeah,
But you can't cuss Dennis. Dennis, boy, you skip away, I say, man. Until this day, man, was a great person. And we all had mutual respect for each other. We were pretty much coming up and we were doing well and it worked out and we just had a good relationship.
Yes, and the great tooth and all.
Boy, you know, surprisingly with Gregory, right? More people remember Gregory within the industry and close. We more remember Gregory for his humor, his quick-wittedness.
Oh, it was
than
quick-witted.
It was the most quick-witted human being I have ever met. Gregory, I mean, you want to hear something about Dennis, about Gregory? You ask Dean Fraser. Gregory come one day and look for me if it's something. I don't remember where it was. And there's my second name, Barry, him work at VP now. And him come and draw a knife off of the man and want to stab up the man. So next morning, he said, Gregory, what kind of that? No, next morning him come. Barry was there. Gussie, tell Barry morning for me. Me and him not talk. One time, Gregory, a man come with a letter. And the letter write, Dear Mr. Clarke, this serves to introduce Mr. So-and-so, who is working on behalf of Mr. Gregory Isaac, and he's come to collect royalties. And you know, the signature I put is a gun him draw. Oh, God. No, man, you remember some funny thing about Gregory? You can't stop love Gregory, man.
Had his demons, but...
Yeah. But that actually...
Well, I suppose all of it, because even Dennis
all
had
of us in our own way. All of us in our own way, but some demons, for some of us, is stronger than
Powerful,
some, you know?
Man.
But then when you look at people who had certain kind of demons, certainly they were just... Them probably were just too great, too talented, so some way, somehow, you know?
Yes.
But great people, man. It has been a privilege and a pleasure for me to have been able to work with them people, man.
Robbie was your brethren as well.
Bonafide to
As a
the...
matter of fact, you bring him casket out
man,
here, so...
You were here, did you?
No, you know, but I was following some
Why,
stuff, man.
brother, my
I
tears,
didn't
man.
know it was actually going to come around here, or whenever
I don't even think I knew. Oh, yeah, they were going around to nearly every studio that he hung out.
Okay.
Tears, man. Family, man. Me and him go way back.
Because this was like a home for Sly and Robbie of sorts.
Yeah, man. And Robbie, you know, never had a problem with Robbie in my life. I miss I'm a friend, a family.
But you know, it's funny you say that because in the streets, Gregory is a rough fella.
Yeah,
in
man.
the streets,
Yeah, man.
Robbie kind of have
Yes,
a
man.
reputation.
The two of them.
But you were able to...
Because you see, we understood each other. We know our boundaries, you know? And people, sometimes people cause things to be how them is within certain parameters. And we good. Me and Gregory never had a harsh word. Me and Robbie never had a bad word, you know? me tell you, you know, is the people more or less intelligent me have the biggest problem with.
Right.
And those people are extremely intelligent. And sometimes some of them, you know, instead of them go on and behave that way, it's kind of like a thing them put off, ease off certain crowd. One day with their dynamics with Gregory Isaacs and we record. I don't remember the album name. And Gregory come outside to me. You know where Dynamic Sound Studio is? It's a good little walk up. From here to the gate's about 5 times that length.
Okay.
And it's a gate. And Gregory come to me and say, Gussie, no pay no mind, all right? So outside him call me. When I come outside, Gregory grab me into the shirt collar and I pull me, I go up the gate, and I cuss and I go on bad. So me say, what this?
Oh.
You know, when Gregory reach the top, what happens? A cab up there, wait for him, and the door open, him just jump in it.
Toad
So
craft,
all
man.
out there, wait for him to collect money, him go and leave them. No,
Yeah.
man, it's the most quick-witted human being I have ever met in my life. Yeah, man, some Dean
So he's
Fraser.
great, man.
Dean Fraser ever tell you all some things about him, man. You wouldn't stop laugh, man.
Yeah, man. You know, album-wise again, we're going back there. So, Selfish Lover, 1990, JC Lodge.
It kind of arose where piggybacking on the telephone love thing.
Oh, okay. Would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, if it work, why not try
and
again?
JC Lad was a darling, is a darling, and we had a good working relationship. So, you know, we tried, and the album really got some senior push. Like them think it could have really break, you know?
Red Rose for Gregory.
Hope and Linda wrote that.
Yeah.
It was a great song, great project.
Yeah, because it was an album.
Yes.
So Otan wrote all the songs?
No, nobody wrote all the songs to any
Oh,
project
okay.
because we have different writers approaching from different angles, and sometimes them collaborate together and things.
Yes.
We just had a great team of nearly everything, a musician, of writers, of vocalists, we have, you know, a lot of the songs that we did. Some of them artists, they don't even know the song they write for them. Well, we have the writers write the song, and we say, let's look at a project with, let's use the word Dennis. And we'll have the people them write the songs, do demo, vocal, lay the rhythm, do everything.
Right.
So when him come and we approach somebody, literally them hear something that seemingly could be successful. So to say no, I don't want to be part of something that could have success potential.
Right.
They're more likely to agree than not to agree.
is
It was
true,
a
which
definite
makes
approach,
sense.
a different approach.
Yes.
The approach a man come to you with some song, words on paper, and I sing words on paper. That's it don't have the same effect
Yes.
as you create what we call producers demo.
Oh, so you guys used to do the actual vocal demo for the artists?
Yeah, man. The Mikey Bennett or whoever in the house we had do the demo vocals. The writers could be the writer who wrote the song, but we visualize who, you know. So anybody that sing it in their own style and thing and thing. And even if the person who like it, I don't think them could have do it, we just do it for somebody else and
Yes.
re-vocalize it for somebody else. So when we give you a demo, you hear something that you might think you want to be a part of, versus you have to say, let me listen back again and reconsider.
Everything was a thought about
It was
and put into
man.
practice,
Me
man.
I understand this industry. I understand the people at the industry. I understand the ungratefulness of nearly every side of the ungratefulness, not the artist side alone, it's on many sides. You understand? So I understand everything, and I try to kind of mitigate it in our royalty system. Like a man come and say, boy, I need to borrow $10,000. So what you want it for? I want to pay my son's school fee. In the system, we write it in $10,000 to pay his son's school fee.
Yes.
Come and find them, remember the money if they want to. But when you have the details, say, no, you say you want to pay your son's school fee, them can't deny it. You much people do that?
Yeah,
And catch them, man.
As you said that, because when you created Dubplate
Music publishers.
you actually created your own software.
We create our own software for facilitate and do everything in-house, man. Yeah, man. What happens is that softwares were out there, you know, and we approach software developers, but the kind of cost that it was, and then the problem not necessarily was the cost, but the maintenance. If something wrong or somebody from far, you have to log in and come down. And then some of them wanted a monthly maintenance fee. It never makes sense. We just get some local people who know them how to do then, and we just create, and it has worked for us. Can pull out nearly any information a month, so we never get no money yet. Can just go in and look up. In 2010, you get 10 statements, that end up that check number, first global, this, that. And if you say, me remember, I say, come back, give me 2 weeks time and come back. We'll go upstairs and go for all of the archive, because all of the physical check them is here. 20, 30,
all
40.
The physical checks
all the physical check. Then shop around, so la, you know, say him never get no money yet, man, and everything. And when me go and pull on all of the piece of paper, them have all of the check them and send go give him lawyer, them can't say nothing. Yeah, man. People always say them never, but me know they are going to say them not get it. So a part of how we did what we did is that we have records, immaculate records. Take a little time to find it because they are archived. But and them set down certain, you pull out a file like that, man. No, man. Me expect it, you know.
You expect it.
If you think say everybody nice and great and that the biggest mistake you ever make, you just try have good practices that can protect yourself. Cause if you come see people that call producer thief and you're a producer, why them not gonna call you thief? So you have to make sure you can defend it, and I'm very defensible. Come on.
Other albums include Get Ready, Mighty Diamonds, and Real Enemy, Mighty Diamonds.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, before we even talk about that, I think, in the research it says that, you see that Real Enemy album, there's a particular song there that was kind of responsible for the changing of the sound, really, not only here, but in the music space. Moving more digital than anything else.
people might think so. I don't know. We were never doing anything with that kind of thought or intent.
Oh, okay.
The only thing I know or recognize that when we start Music Work Studio Slipe Road, that the whole rumors, that sound was totally different. It was
Right.
much more digital when everything was basically analog. You
Okay.
understand? So people might
And
feel
that
that
was
way.
down to the equipment, the
Yeah, it was
different
a
equipment.
part of it was subject to the sound of the equipment, you know. There was a lot more digital equipment being used then versus what was being done before. And basically, again, it was not just the digitalization, it was also the sound. Nearly everything have a different sound, so the different equipment that we use was different from a lot of what was available, and
Yes.
it probably led to it.
There is a Dennis Brown song, Foundation.
To the foundation.
To the foundation.
And
Now, you
funny,
ever work that,
to
man?
the foundation and funny feelings.
Funny
yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, a friend of mine, I never remember her name.
Come and know me, in my head, you know.
Sound system with him. He was a contractor and he had a sound system. And him actually give me the rhythm on a 4-track tape. And we
Yeah.
had Dennis write the songs, and, you know. And one of the thing you might, if you do deep research, or if you're not yet, then you'll find about me. I am probably the only Jamaican record producer who used to do multiple remixes of my own songs. And we have done it foundation many different
Brush
times.
them off and push them again.
Yeah, because sometimes, you know, you just realize that there could be a different interpretation of it, and time change and sound change. The
True,
songs were
true.
so great. So then, you know, why not? And we do it.
Yes. In 1993, Music Works was relocated from the Slipe Road
56
location
Slipe Road to here.
to Windsor.
Windsor Avenue.
Windsor Avenue.
Yeah, what happened is that we realized that, well, as I said to you before, the location was not ideal in terms of to accommodate doing
Right,
business.
right,
We
right.
outgrew the space, we outgrew the need, and we decided, so why we need to find somewhere. And then Janet Stanbury, who was my lawyer, she had this place, knew it was going to be for sale, and she called me and said, go see the place and just come on, just buy it and pay for it. And now, mind you, when doing that, we don't know how we are going to build, we don't know what we are going to do, what we are doing. But one thing I have learned, anything you want to do, anytime you start, you're one day ahead and one day closer to finish. We just start. And Dr. Dredina Merker, Gary, sent $5,000 come give me. I don't ask him for nothing. Him just said, Gussie, I know you're building a studio. Here, man, anything it can do. Never forget it. Greensleeve give me some money too.
Okay.
And we just started and we just take it a day at a time. We had a plan. So we built the outside Studio 3.
Okay.
While building and constructing, we did that room so we could go and work and do limited stuff while we are doing what we are doing work. And
So the work never stopped
no, man.
while construction was going on.
And this studio, this is not an idea we come up, you know. This is something where some foreign architects and acousticians who have built stadiums all over the world, though. A whole lot of thought was into it. The fact, if you notice, each studio have its own entrance, its own little accommodative here, and you have to go through multiple doors, because we understand how the industry was working then. A guy just feel him can just come a studio and push a door, go in, and a man walk from one to the other. So it was control. So people have space and feel comfortable. We had 3 studios, different size, different room, different sound, different price structure, to fit different needs. A whole lot of planning. Even the gate, you notice, you know, through the whole hangout, you know, if you ever come here and see anybody hang out there, waste time. No, sir.
And I've been here a few times.
All right. It designed with all of those things in mind.
Yeah. And we are currently in Studio 2.
Some call it the church. Praise the Lord.
The biggest recording studio in the country presently?
I am not
No.
sure. I don't
Tough
sure
Gang?
I don't sure the size of Tough Gang. And who else am I think? Tough Gang was originally Federal
Federal, yeah,
Studios,
man,
right?
Federal.
Yeah, and maybe Dynamics, although it's
Dynamics.
not functioning, they might have a big room. So we kind of bridge the gap between, you know, I mean, deliberately, most studios and want to put in a piano. We deliberately never do it because we're like, respectfully, technology and the
And
piano
move
sound the way it
forward,
there.
right,
People
right.
are saying, boy, not put in generator. Boy, my argument is, wait till cost to put in and maintain don't worth it, A. And B, we have a formula. If there are 3 sessions for the day, and if something go wrong and mess up one, we just cancel that one and then everything else works smooth. We not try catch what the first, we choke the
Right,
second and
right.
choke the third. So we have systems that work for we, you know?
Yes, and so the studios is one, but as it relates to a collective, this location is the biggest musical collective
Oh, yes.
in the country.
I don't think there anywhere in this country that has 3 full recording studios and a mastering room and a whole administrative block and
Right,
all of
right.
that. And immediately behind the studio, I have property behind it, empty land, if I can do anything I want to do.
Oh, you can't give me peace.
You know, which time I'll draw plans so me I go live around there and
Yeah,
all of
you
that.
don't bother
and
with that. Well, it's there. The thing is that
yeah,
it's
and
there.
what happens is that where me living here, you have to go up 2 levels of floor and not them near.
I-
Really I work how them work when them usually work. So
understand.
maybe I end up do it, just depends how I feel. But
Okay.
what happened now where I am now, you know, is that I kind of cut down my work schedule about 75% by choice. I don't have to.
Right.
Because, you know, I kind of come to, I'm a little bit more philosophical now than I ever was. And then at 2020, COVID now have nothing to do with it. And I said to myself, say, the average male dies at 70 something. I don't know where the something is. And I say, well, I feel me have at least 10 good years based on all the above.
Right.
So I just cut on the work and just do what I feel like. When I feel every 3 months, I just go to Florida, sit down, do nothing. Just get up, go down at the cafe and relax.
You
And
have earned the right
yeah,
to do
man.
that.
Yeah, man. It's an entitlement. And I don't have to do it,
Yes.
anything else. But we still have somewhere else we're going. It's called Pitchworks.
Pitchwork, because as I said, Pitchwork. Before we even get to Pitchwork, I think the whole Anchor recording studio music work, I think that has evolved into Gussie Music Group. Officially,
Gussie
or
Clarke Music
unofficially,
Group, officially.
right? But I think there are 5 different entities under that umbrella.
Yeah, but I decided to rescale back down because, for example, there was Anchor Media, which deal with all the CD duplication and everything.
Oh, okay.
There's Anchor Recording, which is the first and the original, the studio. But when you realize Anchor Media, Anchor Recording, basically legally doing the same thing, can do the same thing. The only difference is come at the end of every year, the whole government statutory obligation and taxes
Too
and
much work,
audit. And
right.
so we just close down Anchor Media as a
Okay.
company and make Anchor Recording doing everything.
Subsume all
So
of that.
we're thinking how to condense everything so you have less all of these obligations that call them costly,
Plus there's
time
the
consuming.
publishing aspect
Yes,
of the business.
yes. And we condense everything down to where it needs to be based on the reality.
Yes.
And we're going to decide whether Pitchworks or any entity by itself are going to be part of it, can be consumed. So we're still, you know, where we are now, for this year 2024, we are in a mode. In a COVID, everybody is shut down and a lockdown and fret. See, we upgrade, we update, you understand? Because we kind of, I know I'm here, and being here is fine, but I also focus on if tomorrow I'm there, how do we survive? So for me, everything is thinking about survival. And right now this year, we're going to change out the whole console, put in a Rupert Neve 5088. That's basically one of the best money can buy. And we have some quite few other changes we'll do. So that's what we're going to do for this year. And then probably kick in when this is done on the website, back up and everything, and probably do a launch of where we're going and exactly what we are doing. So
Invite me a lunch, man.
yeah, man, we'll do, Papa. There's plans, man. There's plans for, you know, I mean, why would we not plan forward?
Continuity,
The infrastructure is here. So it not cost you nothing. I mean, let me show you how much I plan. I say to people, say, look, if life no work out, where it for work out, you see the front you want to see? The front building. I say the front of my living room. The second part is my dining room, we have a kitchen, and there are 3 bedrooms. We just put a chain fence across the gate and we can park on the side.
Right,
So
right.
if needs be, me always have a plan A, B, C, D, E, only F. Because anytime you go F, you know you get.
You were going to pitch now what pitchwork is about.
All right. Pitchworks, again, is doing things differently. We realize that other than A, who want to be the next artist and be the next for them, there's a next set of young people that come up out there. You have the next youth who want to be a record producer. You have the one who want to be a rhythm. You have the next one who want to be an engineer. You have man who want to be an artist, and you have man who want to write and can write and be a rhythm. Now, all of these people, all of them people are connected to, because if you who want to be an artist, you have an idea, the little man who is a studio engineer
right.
want to be a producer. So we're kind of bringing something to invite all of these people in, show everybody how them can make money, and see how do we utilize all of them skills in a meaningful way where they are earning in real time and them are develop them skills. A man who produce a record need to know certain things to minimize mistake down the road. You understand? The man who want to be a writer need to know how best to approach understanding the industry. Too much time you hear people saying, yeah, but me never know who to ask, but it was your responsibility from day one to learn. So we'll provide, we might have a Stephen Stanley providing engineering training to people who are part of Pitchworks. We might have me, I give them producers points. So we're going to provide a whole lot of knowledge and expertise and understanding to all of these, while obviously making some money, because it's just like. No, it's not like a local. We're going to have to spend money.
Yeah, well.
And importantly, first time artists come to studios. No, right now artists in the studio come in a man bedroom in a foul cupboard in the back of yard, them there everywhere. Because technology allows it, and they are good studios too.
Yes.
But although some of them might be good studios, but they are not necessarily who operate them being good engineers and understand the science of sound and how to do what them do. So we're going to produce all of that. We intend to look strategically in some years and build studios in there. The first one we're going to build down at Fletcher's Land for Whitty.
Oh, studio down there.
Yeah, man, we're going to build it for him down there. So, because look, talent there everywhere.
Everywhere.
So if the talent now come to you, you need to find a way to get to the talent. So we're going to use that as the first pilot project of a community studio. Because talent there everywhere and you have to get to it. And so there's a whole lot of little things Pitchworks going to be, not just looking at.
Sounds good, man.
Well, I hope it smells good too.
And here why that is important, because you see, older people in the space tend to spend a lot of time criticizing the younger ones. But so we have somebody now with the experience and the expertise to actually assist and guide the youth. We need more of that, man.
Because, to me, Jamaica, talent in Jamaica come like backside, the raw backside. It's everywhere. See? So, if it now come to you, you need to get to it. And you can't avoid that the generation now is of now.
Right.
Now, tomorrow, there will not be now. Now is there waiting, dying to come. So we're going to try to build that gap so that them can see opportunities and where them can come and things can work and, it can work in a meaningful way.
I like the sound of that, man.
Yeah, we have some money for put up, in the mouth talk alone,
Yeah.
We have some money for put up, man. So anybody who are here and think, don't just think we are come look money. We have our own. And if you look like you can earn some, you can get some of our own up front, but we have to get it back.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
And as we said earlier, that Anchor became, a second home for Sly and Robbie. Fatis Burrell also spent a lot
my
of time.
God.
I think he recorded exclusively here.
99.9% of everything he did was here. I was family again, man.
Family again.
Family, man.
Yeah, I
Family.
know man like Toots spent a lot of time here
Yeah,
as
man.
well.
Toots, he was crazy.
Yeah, but
No,
crazy.
it's a place where a lot of people have come to find is a good working space.
It is.
Because it allows it facilitate. You come in.
Really professional settings, man. From your come at the gate.
Me
come
no
right
know no other way, You understand? Me no know. But, again, it is not, for me, principle above every, any, and all. And the greatest fundamental rule I live by goes like this. When you realize you cannot win, you should be the only one to decide how much more you are going to lose.
I like that. When you decide you
No,
cannot
no, when you
win.
decide. When you know.
Oh, when you know
When
you
you
cannot win.
realize you
cannot
can't win. You must be the only one to decide how much
much
more you're going to lose. And me live by that. So even if a man could have come in here and spend $1 million and we can't get along and him think we're a part company. And it is something in life, even in your personal life. You have to look on things that way there. Yeah, man.
If it
Yeah,
not
man.
work
'Cause
out,
if you
no
can't, all you do is lose more.
True.
Yeah, man.
So-
Women know that long time, you know. Yeah, man. You can't ask those who nearby to women know that. So
They say
we as
long
men, we're catching up. You
Right,
understand?
right.
And it's something that, you know, and even parents. I said to parents, be careful when and how you deny yourself or your children, because they are going to deny you for their children. So people need to check a stock at the reality of things and how it's going on. You understand? And sometimes the right decisions are usually the hardest decisions, but they are easy to make. You are the problem who want to make it hard. You understand?
Actually, yeah, that man.
But I just life, so it go.
Other album, Stand Up with Mighty Diamonds. Yeah, Stone Cold World with Dennis Brown.
Yeah, Stone Cold was much successful.
Yeah.
Stand Up was much successful. But Stand Up had on a song which I believe is my most preferred song of all that I have done. Get Well Soon. Get Well Soon was a concept song for say, look, this could be or could be an anthem where Jamaican people can play where, you know, somebody don't feel good and you can beg the man play that song for them, and the kind of artists who were involved in it and thing and thing.
Kind of artist, let me try my luck. Yeah?
13
Bonnie Whaler.
Yeah.
Jimmy Cliff. Genevieve Bailey. Mikey Spice. Carlin Davis. Muta Baruka. Mighty Diamonds. What am I there now?
Dennis Brown.
Dennis Brown. But I remember over top of it.
Richie Stevens was in it.
Richie Stevens? I'm not sure.
sure.
Yami Bolo.
Yeah,
Grace Trillers.
Yes.
Judy Mawat. JC Lodge. Was a Bonnie Whaler yet?
Yes, you did.
Yeah. So I think we cover most
Yeah,
of
man.
them.
To me, it was a pleasure project.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, man. It was a feel-good project for me. Coming like even when the re-recording we did of Gregory Isaac Night Nurse.
Right.
To me, it was like it's a great rendition of it, you know?
Yes.
Where you have, like when Gregory Isaac sing Night Nurse here, a different singer come in and say, is your pain getting worse? The Nadine Sola and the JC the Pamal.
Right.
Yeah, you know, that was just kind of how me see things differently, you know? We can't make it a better song, but we can make it a different, but, you know.
So it was during the research that I actually came up on the song. I didn't know the song before.
Paper run into it by buck up.
So what now, and that song, so there are a couple of songs that, you know, me kind of bring up when we have conversation. There's a particular song, Remember the Days. I think Steely and Clevie did that with Bushman and Sasha and some whole heap more people, man. A lot of artists on that song, right? So this song now is the song that I know to have probably the greatest collection of star quality.
And I'll tell you this, if I am correct, this is the first Jamaican recording that you have had so much different artists on. The only thing I remember pretty close to that time was and I don't know the amount of people, was the Rise Up. That's the only. I don't think it had so much people, but I think this preceded it.
So the Rise Up, remember the days. Right. That I can't tell how many, because I know Deli Ranks is on that as well.
I don't.
Scatter is quite a few people.
I never looked at them.
When you get the chance, listen to that song.
I never remember that one.
Yeah,
I went to it now.
Beautiful song, man. Remember the days, man. Yeah.
And I think this would have preceded most of those.
Right.
Yeah.
So as I said, I just started listening.
Run
Beautiful song, man.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful song.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And you know, we recorded in like 3 different kind of styles, like a balladish way, a kind of a cappella way, a reggae version.
Oh.
We did. Sometimes some songs really kind of resonate well with me, and we just believe that we can have them in different interpretations.
Makes sense.
And I have done it quite a few times.
Each interpretation will speak to a different set of people.
Yes, and a different mood, you know.
True that. So true.
I've done it quite a few times.
other albums, Absent, Gregory Isaac, and Private Beach Party again, Gregory Isaac. A whole heap of work. You supervise one of them party and
I think we have over 50 albums, you know.
over 50 albums.
One day when I get time, I think some of them not in inventory. I get you a set. No, man, we have all of them.
I would
here.
love that, man.
All of them we have
Now
here.
go hold it to that to the father, go say.
Yeah, man. No, man, me not talk, not me, no
All
mean.
right.
No, man. No, man, we have all of
Because
them,
there's a
man.
collection by itself right there, so, you know. And so you have worked, so we speak about a lot of artists already and albums. You would have worked with people like Augustus, Pablo, Leroy Smart.
Yes.
We talk about Freddie already.
Yeah, man.
Kamoze, Chilla, you, everybody.
You name it. The question,
who you don't work with?
the question then would have been, who have I not, you know? The only person that I ever think I felt we could have done well, it didn't work out. I didn't try anyway, was John Walt. I just love this sound.
Man with the gold advice.
Yeah, man, I just love this sound.
Yes.
I never reach out to him, but I can't think of, you know.
Right.
When you're doing well, you know, it's not difficult to get people to work for you because everybody, it's just the nature of the business. This
yeah,
producer doing well, everybody
are going
want,
there.
yeah, we want to work with them, and we never had a, can't think.
Yes. Is there anybody, though, that you really and truly cherish the opportunity to have worked with above all?
No. Different people for different reasons. And you have different, sometimes you have different persons, have different personas and personalities. And for me, as I said, the important thing was the song, not the singer, you know. But sometimes the two things just have a blend. So you just have to find, and sometimes you're wrong, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you're wrong.
Man, you're wrong.
And it's good to hear somebody who's accomplished as you are say that, because some man feel like they can't wrong.
Yeah, man. There's nobody who know it all. If Building Rhythm was Steely and Clevie, everything them would have successful.
Right.
Sly and Robbie would
Robbie,
have been
same
successful.
thing.
Different thing, different time, different sound, different reasons. Sometimes you just don't. Sometimes some of the success are buck up, you know. You're going there to do something
That's true,
and you're influenced by something else and you develop it and it ends up being great, you know. And it's not everybody believe, or I can't remember anything that me approach and say, yes, because this is going to be successful. I act upon, you know, creatively how you feel and the chemistry and the type of songs and who the artist is and how you know, but what feels good at a time is when you look back at something that you had in your head as a concept and you make it come to a reality. It's kind of like when a man or somebody who into plants, you know, plant a tree and watch it grow later and a couple of years down the road and you eat fruits off it. And not even just eating fruit, eating fruits and able to give others fruits and see how grateful they are.
Yeah,
that is the kind of feeling me get out of some things. And my approach usually is when I'm into this project and finish, no care how successful it is or not, I'm going to the next project. Forget about that. My focal is
It's
now here. All of my
with
energy,
now.
all of my creative focus is here.
You were in the process of working on an album with Mighty Diamonds when
Boy,
Tabby was
Jesus
killed.
Christ. Yeah, I sat down and I visualized, based on the relationship and the chemistry, A, we have had, and B, they have not had a good project for the last 10, 15 years. And I believe that even the thought of us going back together and doing something would be a good feeling. And we figure it out and we get all the songs, do everything, negotiate.
The demos were done?
Everything was done, had them all, about 15 songs. And we agree and we sit down and we agree upon the money and everything. And by the time the project will start, Tabby had a change of heart with regards to the money.
Oh, yeah?
And that's why the project never started at all. And my phone, yeah, we had Tabby changed his mind about the money we agreed upon. And then I just tell him I will respectfully decline. And that's why it never happened. Because one thing we learn now, anything that should be easy and becomes unnecessarily difficult should be left alone for nature to take its course.
Anything that is easy and become unnecessarily difficult should be left alone for nature to take its course.
And I just respectfully declined to proceed after that. And Must be about 2 weeks after that Tabby died. Feel it for him.
Jaja.
But it was beyond.
Yeah.
What is not to be, it's not to
It's
be.
not to be.
Yeah, man.
You know, so we have spoken about, I know like just a little bit longer had, you know, success outside of Jamaica and champion lover and Mr. Loverman and stuff. But you have also done you also have production credits for some serious things.
Well,
Let me talk to you about them, man. In 2006, crazy little thing called Love
Rihanna.
from Rihanna's
Yeah.
A Girl Like Me album.
Yeah.
How you end up working
Okay.
there, sir?
You have a youth who did build the rhythm, Dale Virgo.
Oh, okay.
One night time we started this thing where, like, kind of like we're looking at pictures, but we're looking at people alone who are build rhythms.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So what I did, I identify potential upcoming musicians who may think have the ability. We give them working space. Some of them we give them equipment and all of that, and had them build tons of rhythm and thing. We had connections to Rihanna,
Bless you.
and we basically, we knew they were looking for stuff, and we pitched it, and they agreed, and it worked out, and that's how it was.
Nice
You know?
one.
So, one
Yes.
of them things.
And even before me, because I don't want to forget this, before me talk about the rest of things, working with people of, that side of the fence, the Rihannas, the Jay-Z's, the Akons, versus working with local. What's the difference, though?
All right, let's say I didn't have much physical work, much more administrative.
Okay.
Because let's just say in Rihanna case, they would have done the vocals over there.
Okay.
But you would have had producer credits because you own the rhythm and you licensed it, and Dale Virgo's credited as a composer, and he was
Nice,
paid all his publishing income, etc., etc. But sometimes people rarely come to do the vocals here. Once you figure out, work out everything to the T, where technology was evolving, them do it, them I do there, you do it, I do here,
Okay.
put it together, and then approval by both sides. So things like those. I mean, there are many projects and many people who come out here like Sting and Terry Jam and Jerry. There are all kind of people who
Yes.
come here and do projects because sometimes the artists who them want to work with is local, and the local don't want to go there. Or sometimes local have for them one standard. They have to
Right,
come
right.
here, who
They have
want
to
to do
come
it
here,
yourself. So tons of those things.
Yeah, you have credits on Akon's Convicted album.
Mine, it might be something involved publishing,
Publishing, oh.
not production. It could have publishing. I got
Jay-Z, Magna Carta, Holy
publishing.
Maxi Priest, Bonafide, I think, publishing.
But Bonafide would have been me producing
You produced
just a
it.
little bit longer on another song, Neon Lights, I think.
Okay.
But a lot of them publishing.
But your name call around them, man, so you're involved somewhere along your line.
Yes, most definitely as a publisher.
Publisher.
Yeah, man, definitely. Drake, everybody come all the way down. You would have seen. There's nobody. Because what happened, as I said to you, originally, we involved setting up publishing company for a whole heap of people
Right.
who had serious rhythms and beats and things. And sometimes not even the rhythm a man use. A man might use just an element out of the verse of a song. Or even just a little two-line out of a song. But them do it differently over there. Them credit and get license
Right.
so that no mix-up can
Right, so
go
they get
on.
the things cleared from early.
Yes, and I have to approve all of that and all of that. So where there's a penny, one of the next thing you might hear some people ball about tea, for example. A man might have a song and somebody might just use one line out of it. So out of 100%, he might own 2%. So him might say, boy, for example, let's use a name for example. Boy, and Drake have him song, I'm thinking I'm tune, But the man take one line, it's 2% you own, so much you get, you understand?
Right, right.
So all of those things, we clear them for them, and everybody get what them forget. What them not get what them think them forget, but them get what them
What them
forget.
forget.
And sometimes there are two things are entirely different.
Different things.
Yeah, man.
Outside of your own business structure and organization are very integral in many aspects of Jamaica's music. You are a founding member of Jamaica's Music Society.
Yeah, man.
You're also a founding member of JCAP and Jamaica Japa.
Japa, Jamaica Anti-Piracy Alliance. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, we give back, We are just take. And we're going to take what we deserve and we're due to it.
Yes.
Go give back.
You are co-chair of the Entertainment Advisory Bureau as well.
The previous.
Oh, not anymore.
I believe the previous cohort of the board, yes. I think there's a new board set up. I don't know if I am on the board. It has not,
okay.
the minister indirectly said it to me, but I have not seen or know
Anything
what is the
official?
constitution, anything official. And I am also a board member of the PBC.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, man.
Public Broadcasting Corporation.
I'm in the second term. Yeah, man.
Okay. Cool, no, man. So the man's reach and influence is far and wide.
I don't know about
man.
influence. But
it has to be influence because
people might think so. I don't think so. But I just
because
know
I'm
that
sure you're sharing
for me,
your opinions and experiences.
well, that's what
and
you're,
stuff.
that's
So
what that's what you're there for.
Yeah.
And and
influence,
I just give
man.
and I give willingly. Yeah,
Yes.
man.
Yes. No, you in 2014 was awarded a Bronze Musgrave Medal for your contribution to
I think entertainment.
right.
Yes.
And in 2019, you were conferred with the Order of Distinction Commander class for your
Yes.
contribution to Jamaica's
Well,
music.
yeah, people.
Very deserving, man.
Well, I don't know.
Congratulations, man.
Well,
Congratulations, man.
there are bad-minded people alone out there, You have good people who believe that you have done what you're doing, you have done it the right way,
Yes.
and them see in a certain light, and it's all good.
You deserve that, man.
Well,
From where the things start to what you have done to
it has been a lot, and it's a whole lot of work, and it's things, quite a few notable things are
Yes.
within that journey. Yeah, man.
And as I said, notable things, you kind of set up for your next question. When you assess the journey, when you look at your musical journey, administratively, production-wise, whatever it has been down the years, when you assess it and look at it, is there anything in particular that, give you a sense of satisfaction, a sense of gratitude to say, yes, GUSSIE CLARKE was behind that, a part of that?
I think things don't faze me. As me tell you, for example, from production, when me done one, me move to the
move
other,
on.
so I'm not influenced by it. I think when I look back, I was never into both legacy and way or create, because me believe that if you do what you have to do, it end up being a legacy, whether good or
history
bad.
will decide what
Yes,
it is.
yes. And sometimes when I look and I see some people's lives that you have made better, and it wasn't better because you wanted anything or you could have gotten anything, but just by being you. And the influence for some people, and some people have power in this country, sometimes come to you for guidance and thing. It sometimes kind of allows me to say, I must be doing something right. And I am humbled by it, just
Yes,
how it impacts people,
yes.
But nothing specific like, for me, tell people I'm rich. And why I'm rich is because I have human capital. I believe in the people. I have some good people around me. And the next thing me tell people, I have when nearly everybody want typical Jamaican, like, what do I mean by that? I have peace of mind. Nothing or nobody can bother me.
Greatest thing nothing I really
Nothing or nobody can bother me. Nothing. A man could in front of you and tell you about, a man could in front of me and be as filthy mouthed as yellow man and tell you some things about your dead mother and all of them things, the uncalled for. It no phase or move me. Because the first thing, and it's a real conversation,
That me realize
Him just
now.
come out tight and just say some things and tell you about your mother and what you've got to do with your daughter and your dead mother. And I just look and I just send back, and I have the message on my phone, and I just send back with him and say, you need psychiatric help. That nobody can face me, man.
I didn't know about that, to be honest with you.
Man just go ballistic, man. And just talk some things that were uncalled for.
So you
and
guys
we are
did work
quarrel.
together?
As a music publisher,
Okay.
yes, I've worked with Yellow Man, but as a music publisher, there's about 12 songs where we have something to do with. So one day, like him would have said to him, just come, why you just give me them little bit of money all the while and thing? And I say, we only have 12 songs for you, and they are not even your best songs. And him tell me, who tell him from England, oh, so and so, so and so. But me say, people can't talk with him, can't talk. You have gotten all your statements. Well, from this, so, him just go off. So me allow him to send him messages back and forth. Back. And then when me done, me said to him, say, you require psychiatric help. And that's the last thing. Until him live, me and him can never have a conversation. Me no hate him. Me sympathize with him. You understand? Because something must wrong with you. And I'm not the first person he has done those things to. I know of others. But me just sympathize with him because one thing too, you know, when you recognize and or know certain things about certain people, if you expect more than what you know out of them, you probably need to start check yourself. Because I just feel more the operandi that I'm not the first, not the second. I'm good, man. Good. You know, so seeing how you have impact lives, nearly everybody who work for me drive them own car and own them own house. Now, me give them the money, but I provide the atmosphere and the climate for them do it. You understand?
Yes.
And nearly everybody who work for me has worked for me for the last maybe about 30 years or more. You understand? That alone tells you something, you know. I think I have a good idea how people should be treated. I am here for the deserving. Sometimes they might be the needy, but the needy is not a criteria for get help from me. It's the deserving. Yeah, man, deserving. Because if needy alone, you can't solve all of the needy problem, but you can dent the deserving's problem. And that's something we do morning, evening, noon, and night. Sometimes millions, sometimes tens, sometimes thousands. But you have to deserving.
You have to deserve it.
Nah, go happen. And we tell the plane, don't come back to me again.
Yeah.
You understand? Help yourself after this. Oh, man, and that
That's
alone.
straight shoot here for that.
It's not an option. It's not an option, man.
Yeah.
And I find that when you're that way, sometimes people vex with you, but it's two things that them vex with you and you do have a problem, or them not vex with you and understand and you do have a problem.
I guess with that, me always like people come to me straight. So I like straight shooting. I know me stand. You understand? So I don't know pretending. I know say that is it, and I find a way to figure out my way. You understand what I mean? So I like that. Yeah?
But that part, you know, but the critical thing, you know, is them for know. Understand?
Yeah,
you are the problem, you know,
right,
them.
Right. Yes. If you are able to say, how many children?
Me? About a dozen, man.
About a dozen.
Yeah, man. I don't joke. Them in a group not here. Everybody just have sex and picnic, so. Take care of every one of them. Everybody alive, everybody good.
Amen, man. We're glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
man. Everybody alive and good. And me try tell them, try leave me alone. Let me go and live my life here right now. No, man.
You say, leave me alone, we can try to live your life.
Yeah,
And
man.
the whole of them are big people, you know.
Yeah, man. Then they mean, man. And everybody have them own space and them own life and them own family. Sometimes you have to do you, you know.
Yes.
Me right now, I do me.
Right.
And nobody not going to interfere and affect it. Yes. Nobody under the sun. Because you can allow people to do that.
Many grandchildren and great-grands?
Yeah, man, them have man, but nobody not try come on my yard and take up too much space and time too long, you know. Me love them and them nice and thing, but it comes to a time you have to do you. Yeah. And you have to plan from now at your age. Yes. You need to plan from now when you get to the point that you are deciding to do you.
Right.
Because you have some of them picnic, you know, they make the grand picnic them come go on like a year picnic them, you know.
That's true.
Yeah, man, and you have to draw a line and say, no, me need some space. For me right now, I'm very advanced, you know, me think.
Right.
The stage I'm in now, I am actually in the point of collecting all the music when me think me want to hear and listen, and then me just lay down on my yard and watch my TV and listen when I want to listen. And that a part of my peace of mind avenue when me down. And me good. Me personally feel me there heaven right now.
Man work hard, man fi enjoy the fruits of the labor.
I did the work.
Yeah,
you understand? And I did it not, when I was doing it, I wasn't doing it to say, when you reach a certain point, all right, you're good. Me I do it because I was committed to it.
Right,
me love it. It was passionate. Me know me do handle from there. Me get the opportunity. Me do it work. And, you know, I do what I do and what I do love me and love me back. I'm good. I'm happy. Me never know about happy because I tell people don't try to be happy. Happiness depends upon people, place, and things.
Yes.
Peace of mind you can give yourself. Everybody there cuss and quarrel and kill one another. You remove yourself and go in a zone, you're good. And me feel me there even.
You made mention that the website is done.
They were made at a certain point in time, and we did not opt for the thing of having somebody maintain. Because I realize that's the way it will cost you more than anything. So I'm kind of iffy some might work, I don't know. Yeah. But we are going to do a new website. But we're actually waiting on the putting in a new console, so you get the new pictures and everything, and picture and everything. So that's a 2025 project. Upgrade and new project.
Yes.
And still the PAMA is 75%, because there's no way at my age, at 70-year-old, I am going to be, I tried doing it at the 20, 30 years ago the same way. No. You find meaningful young people who have skills and talent and pay them to do the work and find ways how they are compensated, and it can continue a while.
Yes. Music work, anchor recordings on the socials.
It is there, but I don't remember what they are. But everything was set up at a point.
Yes.
But too much of the things have had to have had my intervention, and me kind of focus on some things and not some things. And so the social is not. I think the social would have been GUSSIE CLARKE Music Group. That's at the point where we did it for all of them. So, but when the new site and everything is up, everything will be reset.
But for now, you guys are located at how much Windsor Avenue?
We are at and has been at 7 Windsor Avenue for about the past 30 years.
So anybody will need to find on, can find on.
Yeah, man, you type in Anchor Studios, Kingston, Jamaica, anywhere it's there.
Father Clarke, really and truly appreciate the man insights, and it's just insights on so many different aspects of the music. For me, who a search for the history of the music, this has been a classroom session for me, man. And I appreciate that.
Well, I hope we have discussed enough so that you can teach them some more.
Oh, I hope so. And if something else, me can link you back.
Anytime, man.
I appreciate
Give
that,
back
man.
more me every day. Long as it is the deserving.
Yeah, as long as it is deserving.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad we fall into that.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Oh, so there's something that I spoke to Courtney about a while back. Doing a documentation of the actual process from conceptualizing a song, songwriting, recording, mixing, mastering, the whole thing. So I'd spoken about it with him, and him say, yeah, man, but we'll talk about it. So I put it to you now.
And actually, there's no standard way. Different people have different approach. Just that you end up with the same end result.
Yes,
you understand? Because, for example, some people, as a producer, I might be involved from when the song concept come to me.
Right.
I can go with a concept to a writer. You understand? You might have a next one who say he's a record producer, and him get Peter build the rhythm, and John just come sing where he must sing. Him have no way more sing till when him done sing, and the engineer will take everything, and when him done, him say the producer. So different approach to different things, while I'm more hands-on, So it's something always not a bad idea, and there's no right way or wrong way. Because sometimes some of them same way they're extremely successful projects as well as the other traditional way.
Plus, I supposed to do a session recording, video, Stephen Stanley doing a mixing session.
That's a madman.
Plus,
you'll enjoy.
Come back up here, come do something with Robbie Lynn, the time just never. So this is kind of becoming my second home.
Welcome, man. Welcome. And I know you're not just here because it's a space. You are here because it's a space that might seem conducive and convenient to do what you want to do. And it was designed with that kind of thinking in mind. You understand? So glad to have been of service.
And as somebody who kind of have an inside understanding of what these things take financially and otherwise, amazing thing you have going on here, man.
Well, it work,
Amazing.
Because we're not dead for hunger, so it work.
From selling right on the bicycle.
Same way, Papa.
Right here, so.
Till we are sell ideas.
Admire and respect the journey that has been GUSSIE CLARKE's journey musically. We appreciate the man's contribution to the music. Wholesome and fullsome, man. I know you get some lick somewhere.
Yeah, man.
And thing, and
yeah,
you know
man.
what I mean? Someone will say,
we'll get more too.
Someone will say teaching deserve it, but at least you share your side of the story.
Of course, I agree to say I deserve it. Because some of them when me do business with me shouldn't do not with none of them. You're correct. Yeah, man.
Father
I
Clark,
should have known better.
give thanks. And we're really and truly glad the day when Miss Iris take on
Robinson.
the little one.
No,
As our
man.
son, you know?
Me too.
She did a
Me
wonderful
too.
job,
Yes,
man.
I.
Give
Yes, I.
thanks, man.
All right.
R.I.P. to the great lady.